Hello, Bulldog family. The time is almost near. Summer workouts are on the horizon. We've got important and exciting information for all of our parents and student athletes about beginning summer workouts. So please pay attention to the rest of this video so you can get all the details needed. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of restrictions just coming back and returning to play. But we've got to make sure we're following all the steps and all the guidelines laid out. Again, it's been a long time. This is Coach Ramp, Athletic Director at Camden High School. We're excited to start seeing all of our student athletes again. Excited to start getting back to a normal pattern, and we can't wait to get started, and excited to have everybody back on campus and get things rolling, getting prepared for a great fall and a great school year. Go Dogs! Let's just go through some important information that you'll need to know as we get closer to the date we're going to start. Now, the start dates are going to be June 15th. Monday, June 15th for all fall sports. All fall sports are eligible to start their summer workout routine in phase 1 on June 15th. All other sports, so the winter and spring sports, can start up on July 6th. During phase 1, phase 1 is the first 10 days of workouts. They got to be completed by each team. So just because volleyball does their first their 10 days of workouts doesn't mean that basketball is cleared out of phase 1. Every team has to do phase 1, which is 10 days of workouts. Phase 2 can begin after phase 1, which would be the 15th day. As of now, it's set for being the 15th day. So, have 10 workouts in phase 1, and then that next week, that following, after that weekend, after the 15th day, you'll be able to start phase 2, and we'll get more into that as we get through phase 1. The phase 1 regulations. All right, so these are the restrictions that the coaches are having to abide by. Groups are limited to 10 people. 10 includes coaches. So if there's one coach, we can have 9 players in a group. And those groups are whatever you're going to do, whether it's lifting weights or on the field practicing or in the gym working out, whatever it is, the groups have to stay limited to 10 people, including the coach. Also, there can only be one group per facility. So one group of 10 per facility. A facility is a court, is a field, is a room. You're in a classroom or weight room. So one group per facility. Also, part of the phase 1 regulations is the pre-workout screening. Every day when the student athletes and the coaches come to work out, they've got to be screened. There'll be a temperature check. There'll be some health questions asked. Need to check, make sure they have a mask, whether it's a coach or player, and then there'll be some hand sanitizer provided after the check-in to clean their hands. The temperature check, we're looking for temperatures that are under 100.4 degrees. If it's over 100.4 degrees, the student athlete or coach will not be allowed to work out or to coach that day. They've got to go home. The health questions are, has anybody in your family had COVID recently? How do you feel? Do you feel sick? Those sorts of standard questions. And we'll get more about the mask here in a second. The coaches are required to wear masks at all times. Players need to come to workouts with a mask. However, once they are engaged in actively participating, they do not have to wear a mask. So in the weight room, while they're lifting, they don't have to wear a mask. On the court, while they're running, they don't have to wear a mask. Outside on the field for practice, they don't have to wear a mask. But coaches are going to have to wear a mask at all times, so we ask that players bring those masks with them, bring a mask with them as they come, but they won't have to wear it the whole time. All right, phase 1 regulations for sports. There's to be no equipment, no contact between players or coaches, no exchanges of the ball or other equipment. For instance, you can't take a football and pass it from one player to another. Volleyballs can't be set from one player to another, so there would be no exchanges of balls or equipment. There's no shared hydration stations or shared bottles. Again, this is also something we're going to tell you here in a little bit, that each player needs to bring their own bottle, own hydration for the practice and workout. Also, we're going to practice social distancing. If we're in the weight room, everybody's got to be 12 feet apart, so the racks are spread out enough and the stations are spread out enough to where the 9 people that are lifting will be able to practice social distancing. That also includes when you're on the field working out, whether it's running drills, agility drills, whether it may be, you got to practice social distancing. All right, more phase one, about phase one. So requirements to participate. We need a current sports physical. All right, so that we've got until now through June 15th to go get a sports physical. Those are offered at the Low Country Urgent Care, which is off of DeKalb Street, for $10. Walmart also is able to complete the sports physicals. Theirs are $29. Each of those places has forms, so you don't need a form from the school to go there. They have a form needed, but we need a current sports physical. We also needed a signed form that's an assumption of risk form. All coaches, players, parents will sign one of these. It's a standard form you're going to sign, similar to the concussion form that everybody signs with their physical packet when they turn that in. It's just an assumption of risk. You're volunteering to come onto the property, volunteering to work out, so forth. I also want you to bring your own personal water bottle. It could be one of the plastic bottles from the store. It could be, a legit water bottle. Whatever it is, you've got to keep track of that individual. There won't be anything shared. Also, they got to pass their health screening every day. That's coaches and players. And then bring a mask, whether it's a player bringing a mask that they won't wear the whole time, but they need initially, or a coach that he's going to have to wear the whole practice. Like I just mentioned about sports physicals, get it now. We've got from now through June 15th to get it done. Low Country Urgent Care off of DeKalb Street is charging $10 for physicals. Walmart charging $29 for physicals, and there's forms, the high school league form at both places. Again, the start date's June 15th for fall sports, July 6th for all other sports. Now, your coach is going to contact you, is going to contact their team to let them know when the workouts will be, what time of day they will be, and where to go to check in. We're going to kind of stagger our arrivals, whether it's at the school or off campus. We're going to stagger our arrivals so that we can make sure we meet all the guidelines. But we are excited to get started again. Even though it is going to be quite restrictive, we're excited to get going again and encourage everybody to come out and participate. I know it's been a long time since we've been together. Again, your coach will provide more specific information for your team on where to be, where to meet, and what times and dates those workouts are going to be. Look forward to seeing everybody. Go Dogs!